Hello, and welcome to a new video here on my channel, here at commaik. For 12 months, I have been drying the walls in this basement using the injection method. The areas above the barrier layer dry out well, and the indoor climate has also improved significantly. It has improved. Unfortunately, the injection solution has caused a negative side effect. As a result, I am forced to install a sump pump in this basement. If you want to know what went wrong here and how I am building this sump pump, then stay tuned, it's about to start. A year ago, I started introducing an injection solution for masonry, drying into my basement walls. For this, I drilled holes in the wall and inserted the bottles with the injection solution. The liquid seeps into the walls and displaces the moisture. The walls become hydrophobic and waterproof. The moisture in the masonry has since fallen from 1.6 to 0.8. Below the video, you will find in the info box my playlist for the project Drying the Basement. A few months ago, I tore out the basement floor as it needed to be rebuilt. This will allow the area beneath the basement to dry even faster. However, I now have noticed a negative effect with my drying method. Parts of the liquid have passed through. The holes and cracks in the wall and in the ceiling, down to the floor of the basement, dripped. There, the injection fluid spread and thus affected the ground in many places. Made waterproof. The water that during long periods of rain comes from the ground level below. Water that runs into the basement can no longer drain away and seep into the ground. The water evaporates, now in the basement, or seeps into the surrounding walls. Both are detrimental to the masonry drying, unfavorable for my basement. I have not installed a sump pump or seepage pit. I had concerns that by regularly and consistently pumping out the water negatively altered the water pathways under the house. The exterior walls were treated 5 years ago. For years, it has been dried out and a drainage system has been installed. Here in this area, we are about 5 meters below ground level. The drainage membrane on the outside and the drainage pipe are located about 3 meters below ground level. It could not be installed any deeper without affecting the foundation of the house to be affected. The foundation consists of compacted sand and gravel. Water can therefore penetrate into the building from below. I have now spoken with some professionals and will now indeed install a sump pump in this basement, to automatically pump away the excess water. For this purpose, I will use the following components. Use a 315mm drainage pipe with a length of 1 meter. This pipe serves as a shaft and water collection point. At the same time, the surrounding area is drained through the pipe. Area secured any soil from sliding. A self-switching exchange pump. I chose this model from Einhell. This pump has an integrated float. It therefore requires very little space. The pump has a power of 750 watts and a delivery capacity of 15,000 liters per hour. For me, a sufficiently high delivery head was important. This pump can pump water up to 10 meters high. With this, I should be able to handle the water without any problems to get the water out of the basement. The water is transported through a 3-4 inch garden hose. Furthermore, I still need some small parts. For example, this reducer with 1/14 inch internal thread to 3/4 inch external thread. In connection with a garden hose coupling, I can connect the garden hose directly with the pump. I will now the basement floor, excavate and install the drainage pipe. To do this, I first mark the position and then open it up, the basement floor. With my flex, it goes quickly and easily. Once the hole is large enough, the KG pipe is installed. This allows the water to collect To allow the KG pipe to collect water, I will drill small holes on the side. For this, I will use a metal drill. The pump is capable of pumping out dirt particles up to a size of 5 mm. The holes should therefore be smaller. Since the KG pipe is open at the bottom, I install coarse frost protection there. This allows water to flow into the pump pit without pump. Carefully place the metal grid into the opening. It then functions like a large sieve. Carefully, then the KG pipe is aligned with a level and filled from the outside with frost protection. The KG pipe extends above the floor. Maybe I will later fill it with concrete. Then the pipe would be at ground level. Alternatively, I can also saw off the KG pipe. Now the pump comes into play. Before I lower it into the pipe, I install the reducer and the quick coupling for the garden hose. Alternatively, I could also connect the garden hose directly to the pump outlet, attach it with a hose clamp. However, my variant is more flexible. I can remove the pump from the pit at any time and detach the hose without tools. The pump has an integrated float switch. This activates at a certain water level of about 12 cm. A manual continuous operation is also possible. For my purposes, I activate the automatic mode. As soon as the water rises in the pump pit, the pump activates. The pump transports the water through the garden hose to the outside. After the pump pit is installed, I can lower the pump and conduct a test. Some water has already accumulated. Let's see if my pump pit works. In the basement works. It works. The pump automatically turns on and pumps the water through the garden hose. Outside, the automatic shutoff also works perfectly. I hope that this measures that sustainably support the drainage of my basement. And if you ask me if you want to support or want to know how my projects are progressing, then subscribe my channel. Activate the bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. Use my product links in the description below the video and give me feedback in the comments.